Okay, welcome to the following session, Co-Producing and Filming with Spain, the new European AVS Hub. I'm Guillermo Rodriguez. I'm the director of Casa de la India, a foundation in Spain promoting Indo-Spanish relations and promoting the industry ties in the film industry. We are very privileged to present today a high-level delegation from Spain, which is made up of representatives of the Spain Film Commission, as well as the government of Spain. I will introduce each one of them, and we will also be delighted to invite our partner of today, which is the South Indian Film Chamber of Commerce, which is represented by its president here, Ravi Kottarakara, and we will sign an agreement. So it's a historical day for us. We're very pleased to be at IFFI and at the Film Bazaar, and I think this is the next step in our collaboration between two wonderful countries and film industries. First of all, I would like to call on the stage Mr. Carlos Rosado, who is the president of the Spain Film Commission.
Namaskar. Good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to say a few words only, please. First of all, I would like to thank to the President Kottarakara of the South India Film Commerce Chamber to give me and to give to Spain Film Commission the opportunity to come to India, to come to Goa. I strongly believe the signing after that of MOU with you, Ravi, of course, the development will help us in achieving a goal. And the best output of this agreement will be to able to encourage a new and extended co-production, a new joint script writing, as well as international shooting in Spain and India. We both have, you know, especially, we both have superb locations, skilled crews, experienced producer, talented artists and filmmakers. And also Spain offers today an interesting tax incentive plan. I know it's the good moment because the Spanish government work in a project to convert Spain in the audiovisual hub of Europe. We are working together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with the Ministry of Industry, the Spain Film Commission, of course, and the Spanish Embassy in India, and the enterprise, very important enterprise for this activity, like SIFCCI, like to Spain. Thank you very much for your support. And finally, so please consider my invitation to come to Spain, to discover or to rediscover life another great country like Spain is. Thank you very much. I invite you to follow the presentation of my colleague in this moment. Thank you. Thank you for.
Thank you very much, Carlos. Now it's time to see some attractive visuals, and I hope this teaser will incite you to visit Spain. Can we please have the promo video, shooting in Spain? Thank you. Well, Spain is this and much more. I'm sure you will be surprised when you come and visit, and it's not just about locations and diverse, lavish sceneries. It's much more. We want to engage with you much deeper at many levels, and therefore we have prepared some more content here which will incite you to discover this country. Now we proceed with our partner. We would like Ravi Kottarakara to address the audience and to give us a glimpse of what the South Indian Film Chamber of Commerce can offer to collaborate with Spain and to provide the framework for this MOU we're going to sign. Please, Ravi Kottarakara, come on stage.
Good afternoon. Namaste. When we say about films and India, both survive together. Regarding film festival, everyone knows that the film festival started in India in 1952, okay? That's a long way. We make a lot of films in India, and especially in South India, which are the four major languages we've got: Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, and Malayalam. These are the four main languages in South India. And we make around roughly 1,400 to 1,500 films only in South India. And the most important thing is, especially out of these 1,400 to 1,500 films, around 200 of these films go abroad for shooting. In fact, I should tell you, my connection with Spain goes a long way back. In 2011, one of the films which I was involved, called Spanish Masala in Malayalam, starring Dilip, Mamta, and was directed by Lal Jose, was shot in Spain. Then later on, there were a lot of films shot in Spain, a lot of films. As far as shooting in Spain, what I've heard is, it's a wonderful experience. I'm not come here to promote Spain, but I've come here to promote my South Indian languages to be shot in Spain. What I request of Spain is, sir, we make a lot of films in India. Let us speak about regional languages also. There are a lot of regional languages like Bhojpuri, Marathi, Bengali, Assamese. All these people make wonderful films. They also would like to shoot in Spain. But since I head the South Indian Film Chamber of Commerce, let me stick on to these four languages today. Sir, what we expect out of Spain is one, simple, a single window clearance. If I would like to shoot in Spain, I want all the clearance to be got at a single window, and I think so the Spain Film Tourism Commission is totally engaged, devoted, and they are doing the best. I've heard so, but I've witnessed, and my film, which I told you is called Spanish Masala, we got the permission, to my knowledge, in 20 days, we got the permission. In 20 days, I'm saying way back in 2011. Within 20 days, we got the right picture, what to shoot, where to shoot, etc. So, I don't want to, I also want to say one more thing is, the worst session anytime is during the session which is from 3 to 5. This is called the time where we all go doze down after a heavy lunch, we doze down and we'd like to take some rest and we go to sleep. So this is the wrong time. I'm giving the right message, okay, our co-production. So let me stick on to this fast and let us, finish this good event where one of the best countries is offering beautiful locations to shoot. All I request is from Spain is, sir, incentives is a part of a deal. Next is, the most important thing is ease of shooting. My shooting permissions, my most important thing is the artist availability, because as far as we know, all the equipments are available in Spain, We've got very good fighters at Spain. We've got very good dance artists at Spain. We've got all this. But there are many more things. Sir, we are not aware about the beautiful locations which are kept covered in Spain. That means we don't have access to those locations. The only thing is, kindly let us jointly promote Spain. Our producers would like to come there and shoot. By shooting in Spain, we do something called film tourism. We promote Spain. So all what I require is show your beautiful locations, showcase your locations. We are all willing to come there, shoot in Spain. Incentives does mean a big, prime factor for us to come and shoot also. But ease of shooting is most important. Only issue which I would like to raise now, a small issue is, some of the public places in Spain, it was slightly difficult to get access to. So, if case we get some of those monuments to shoot, at an easier, it would be easier for us to cover Spain in a beautiful way. So kindly get us those wonderful monuments you've got there, and access also to the roads. Some problems we had when we had to shoot in the roads also. These kind of minor, teething issues are there. Plus, in case you could solve these small minor issues, I'm sure that there are a lot of talented filmmakers here, especially during this, IFI. And I also have to say one more thing about NFDC, because if I don't say about NFDC, because my father was one of the first promoters of National Film Development Corporation. Because many of you do not know, it was called as FFC, Film Finance Corporation, which was started in 1974-75, which was planned. And NFDC around 1979. So we are happy that NFDC is back, and it is conducting the festival this time along with IFI. So, and during this NFDC organized, as NFDC has organized this event and IFI, during this period, if we are able to sign this memorandum, it will be something wonderful. And I should also not say, around 2 years back at IFA, that is Innovative Film Academy, there was an event there where Spain had come and showcased beautiful locations. That also was one of the reasons which, again, it came back to mind. We should ensure that we should sign an agreement with Spain. So kindly go ahead. We'll be a part of it. The South Indian film industry will join along with Spain Film Commission and do the best for the producers who are coming from India, especially South India. Thank you.
Thank you. Please have a seat. We now request Carlos Rosado to come forward and to proceed with the signing of the MOU, and we will address some of the issues that you've discussed in the roundtable discussion, and Spain has come a long way with the Spain Film Commission. We have the great honor now to be part of an historical moment. Just to give a bit of context here, this is the first time that Spain is signing an agreement with the South Indian film industry, so I think we attach a lot of importance to this agreement. So a big round of applause for the two presidents, President of Spain Film Commission and the President of South Indian Film Chamber of Commerce. Can you still remain to the further discussion now? Yeah, thank you. I'd like to request now Mr. Juan-Manuel Guimeráns, who is the Secretary General of the Spain Film Commission, to address the audience and give us more of a background of what the Film Commission does in Spain.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Guillermo. I'm not sure you have presented yourself. You have introduced yourself? You think so? Well, Casa de la India Foundation, one of the most important institutions we have in Spain devoted to forge relations between India and Spain in many different fields. Okay, I don't want to be long with my presentation, but just a few facts. We've seen what Spain has to offer in terms of locations on the video. Carlos has said about it some things. Also, Mr. Kottarakara has spoken about his experience in shooting in Spain. But some facts about what's today offering Spain that I have to inform Mr. Kottarakara has changed a lot. Not in terms of the country itself, but in terms of the framework to be a film-friendly land. Well, finally, everybody knows in India this film, of course, Zindagi Na Mile Dobara. And somehow what we are trying to do is to find or to help who's going to be the next Zindagi maker, filmmaker. Probably what we want to do is take a step forward and not just importing Indian productions in Spain, but also the co-productions. That agreement they've already signed goes in that direction, putting together both industries, so not just shooting in Spain, but shooting with Spain is what we want to do, like Mr. Kottarakara said. Well, for those of you that are not that familiar with Spain, we are a part, of course, of the European Union, and we have a wide and diverse country, although it's not that big. So first thing, every producer coming to any country wants to know if do you have locations. Of course, we have locations. You've seen the locations. A high diversity of locations, even being not that big country. In just 1 hour flight, less than 2 hours to the farthest point of the country, which is Canary Islands. From the center of the country, you can reach everything you can imagine, from mountains, deserts, urban landscapes, historical, etc. All ages, all styles represented, unique natural landscapes. In some of them, we've had shoots, we have films shot by international productions. This is a picture, probably our Consul General may recognize it. It's the Plaza de España, Spain, main square in Seville, where Lawrence of Arabia was shot in part. But not only locations, we can offer you services, and that's very important. We have an experience. I have to put myself here in order not to be looking at that. We have a lot of services, not only to say film services, but also all the other services a production needs. We are a leading touristic destination worldwide. Today with us is Elisa Robles, which is responsible of the tourism office, the Consul of Tourism of Spain, to Spain in India, and that gives you an idea of the importance tourism has in our country, and especially how filming can help to promote more that tourism. But we also have incredible infrastructures and a complete network of film commissions. We represent here, Carlos Rosado is the president, I'm the Secretary General, about 40 local and regional commissions that are already there for you to help you, Mr. Kottarakara, and your colleagues to find the permissions, to get them immediately. Later on, we will have the opportunity to listen to the Consul General of Spain in Mumbai, who will address specifically the matter of subject of visas. But once you are in the country, permits, don't worry about that. You will get them immediately too. but also culture. We were talking about forging relations. We were talking about potential market of more than 500 million native speakers of Spanish worldwide that mix or join with the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of Indian languages speakers, native speakers, can make a huge impact in the market if projects made together by both industries come along. We are the oldest nation in Europe. What that means that we have a huge heritage, and we are among the leaders, the leading countries in the World Heritage List. That means that we can offer you incredible places to become shooting locations. This is just one example of one. I'm sure all of you have seen or heard about Game of Thrones, and that's shot in the north of Spain, among many other locations in the country. But not only what has to do with the services locations in our country, but also Spain is itself a great film environment. First of all the producers I knew, we haven't talked before, but I knew you were going to talk about rebates and incentives. We do have. When you came to Spain, we didn't have, at that time, rebates. Now we are probably the most competitive country in Europe in rebates. And I repeat this, and I bet anyone to say the contrary to me. We are the best fiscal treating film country in European Union. Probably some of you could say, well, but I've heard I'm not going to mention any other country, I can get 40, 45. In the Canary Islands, in Spain, you can get plus 50%. In some parts of the northern part of the country in Spain, you can even reach 70% with some conditions. Average for the countries, 30% for the first million, 25% on, and there are undergoing some modifications on the law, so the cap is going to increase, and I mean, no project can be out of Spain due to rebate conditions, okay? Then that's one of the reasons why we have become one of the most popular destinations for film shooting. I think we are leaders now in Europe, in international shootings, especially American ones. Not only producers from India are worried or worry about the budget. Americans do a lot, and British do a lot. You see this series, many seasons of The Crown have been shot almost completely in Spain. And why? Of course, rebates have to do a lot with this. But not only rebates, crews and talent. We know we have some experience, not as much as we would like. We hope to have more experience with Indian productions in Spain. And we know you tend to travel with big teams, but consider, especially for the budget, that you're going to find incredibly talented and experienced crews in Spain. And as I said before, that's the reason why some of the biggest filmmakers in the world, like Woody Allen, that's an example, has shot twice in Spain. It's not that common. We all know Mr. Allen shoots a lot outside the US, but twice in a country, there are reasons, and these are some of them. Finally, Spain is a great film environment because it's a film-friendly land. You're going to find not a new country starting from zero, where you have to go there and also transport everything, technical equipment, crew. You are going to find a country that's been making movies for more than 100 years. And we are one of the most important industries, film industries in Europe and worldwide. So, are you going to come? If you come, you can be the next, not only the next Zindagi, you can be the next Money Heist. I know how Money Heist, it's a blockbuster, it's been watched worldwide, 100% Spanish production. 100%. It's not an international, it's not Americans, not British coming to Spain, shooting there. 100% Spanish production. You can work with them if you come to Spain. So, well, that's it from me. I hope we can have some time to talk afterwards, but consider that thanks to the Spanish government plan called, as the President has said before, Spain Audiovisual Hub, funded by the Ministry of Economic Affairs with ETHEX, whose representative, Vanessa Alvarez Franco, is here with us today and is sharing with us this promotion of the country. And after, hope not many British people in the, no, not UK, some UK nationals over there? Okay, don't worry, but after Brexit, imagine how many opportunities you're going to have in the European Union coming to our European Union country. That's all for me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Juan-Manuel, for giving us the heads up on the development of how the Spain film industry has come of age, and it's certainly a positive development. I think there have been a lot of changes since Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, as well as Spanish Masala, and one of the reasons is the Spanish Film Commission being strengthened by the support of the Spanish government, and the other reason is that we have also been very, very fast in an important factor, and that is visas and permissions. And to talk about that, I call on the stage Fernando Heredia. He's the Consul General of Spain in Mumbai. The floor is yours.
Can everybody hear me? Yeah, perfectly well. Ab sabko mera namaskar. Very happy to be here in Goa. Thank you, Film Bazaar, for having us, IFI, Goa, India in general. Hospitality, second to none. Although we're very hospitable in Spain, but nothing can compare your hospitality. I'm very happy also to be here. I'm very excited because we gather a huge delegation from various sectors of the public administration, the public sphere here. We have Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we have Ministry of Industry, Ministry of Trade, Tourism, with the Spain Film Commission, all together. And this is for you to realize how important India is for Spain. So many people have traveled from Spain. So many people have come from Delhi, myself from Mumbai, to be here with you to tell you not only about Spain, but about Spain with India together. So here, I'm gonna talk today now about visas, a very important thing. First of all, two very good news. One, the Spanish law, 1 year ago, changed to ease everything for shooting in Spain. And number two, which is from myself, present for you, gift for you, I do it in 48 hours. So if you submit today, Monday, by Wednesday, you have your visa and your passport at home. That's if you live in Mumbai. If you live outside Mumbai, you'll get it on Thursday, so 72 hours. We're the fastest, okay? And that's not only for shooting in Spain, but also for your holidays, which I know is important. So how to proceed? Big shooting companies, get in touch with the Consulate General of Spain in Mumbai, and we will make sure that we have slots available for you so that you can go to BLS, which is a company that we have outsourced to collect your application, and we will do it in 48 hours. So what are the requirements? The best news is that if you have a visa, Schengen visa, it's going to be the same procedure. Same procedure that when you apply for a tourist visa or when you apply for a business visa. If you're going to stay less than 90 days, normally shootings do not extend for long. They go for 20, 30 days maximum, but never extend these 90 days, okay? So for this maximum 90-day stays, we're going to require you exactly the same things that we require for a tourism or a business visa with these things. Letter from the film company specifying title, synopsis, shooting locations of the film, complete list of the names of those who are traveling with you as a film crew, and the roles, letters from the Spain-based production house, in Spanish, of course, because they're Spanish, they're in Spain, they're gonna write it in Spanish, with the purpose of the visit and the existing commercial relationship with the Indian production house. And finally, the certificate of registration with the Indian Motion Pictures Producers Association or Film Chamber of Commerce. So you attach this, and you're good. Even if the economic means of people in the crew in the crew of the shooting are not very good, no problem. Our law allows us to approve them quickly with the rest of the application. And once you have this, and you have agreed with the consulate, as I said, we will facilitate the slot for the whole crowd, for the whole crew, and they can even come to wherever you are in India. We have a doorstep service. They can come and they can collect biometric data of all the filming crew and send it to us in Mumbai. So you don't have to go to the BLS offices to get your application submitted. You can call BLS to go to your offices. At the moment, we have offices, I'm talking about South India, we have in Mumbai, we have in Ahmedabad, we have in Hyderabad, we have in Chennai, we have in Bangalore, and we're thinking of opening one in Kochi too. And if we see that in Goa there is also demand, we will happily ask BLS to open another office here in Goa. Procedure, as I said, 48 hours after submission. If you live outside Maharashtra, I would say, then 72 hours. But the application is done within 1 day. Today you apply, tomorrow it's at the consulate, and tomorrow it leaves the consulate for your house. And you will receive, of course, passport and visa. Requirement, health requirement. COVID is over, almost over. So what do you need to have to enter Spain besides your visa? You need to have either your vaccination certificate. If you don't have a vaccination certificate, you can come with a PCR or an antigen test. Or you can come with a certificate saying that you have recovered from COVID in the last 6 months. And once you have it, you can enter Spain. So I leave you here some of the contacts of both the Embassy of Spain in New Delhi and the consulate in Mumbai. And I don't want to end here. This will be the end. But I would like to have an anecdote, because here, Mr. Ravi, mere dost, I met him last year in Bangalore in the Innovative International Film Festival, which was a great success. Was my introduction to the Indian movie and cinema industry. And it was a great surprise. And 1 year later, we signed a memorandum of understanding. So this is how much we believe in our partnership, a strategic partnership, and how much we want it to be. And moreover, on top of that, we are fulfilling what our authorities demanded us and the vision of our authorities. Last June, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Spain came here to India and met with Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister of External Affairs, Mr. Jaishankar, and they decided to sign a joint declaration in which both countries committed to develop or base their bilateral relationship in culture. And that's what we're doing with huge productions that we're going to bring also to India from Spain, participation in important Indian festivals. We want to be here with you. And we can also work on productions with some other big Indian institutions like the ICCR. So remain with the idea that we're here to stay, to work together, to improve this partnership based on culture. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Fernando. This is really wonderful news, and it's really great to see such a dynamic and active Consul General. I think this is another step forward to show the new, fresh image, young, and very ambitious Spain. I think we've come a long way, as we said. Now we're running short of time, so if anybody has questions, I'm sure your question, Ravi, about ease of shooting. Just to sum up, there are three main points in shootings. One is incentives, one is locations, and the other one is ease of shooting. I think we've covered more or less all three. So if there are any questions from the audience, any comments, or if you want to observe, yes, please, yes. Can we have a mic here, please?
Hello. Hello, I am Nilesh Malhotra, actor, director, producer. I would like to not ask the question, but I will give you a comment. I recently shot in Spain. It's a very beautiful, good experience. And like Ms. Ravi, you said 20 days permission, we got in 10 days permission. And it's very quick. And like His Highness just said, 48 hours, I experienced that. Within 48 hours, I got everything, and we travel quickly and come back also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, somebody in the back, the gentleman.
Hi, good evening. I would like to understand what would 50% incentive mean in actual? How does that function?
You mean is working? Yeah. You mean the incentive, the tax rebate? Okay. Spanish system is a tax rebate system. So of all the expenditure you have in the country, whether you are international producer or national producer, so tax rebate also applies for national productions. That's why co-productions can also benefit about the tax rebate. Of all the expenditure, the qualified expenditure you make in the country, up to the first, after a minimum of 1 million euros of expenditure in local expenditure, you will get a 30% rebate on the first million, 25% of rebate on this 1 million €1 until a maximum cap of 10 million rebate today, probably in January 20 million rebate per production. That's on the almost in all the country and Balearic Islands. In the Canary Islands, that rebate goes to 50% for the first million, 45 to the first million €1 on. That's more or less. And in some parts of the country, we have special local, regional regimes, tax regimes, and specifically in Navarra, which is a small region in the north of Spain, we have a tax credit system. And in the Basque Country, in Vizcaya, they have extended tax rebate that can go to 70%, provided you fulfill some additional conditions, like you have to shoot in a local language, or you have to hire local crews, and you have to, if your production is directed by a woman, for instance, there are some gender equality gender policies that promote that you can reach that incentive a bit higher. Don't know if that's. Yeah, thank you. There's another question over there. Can you, yeah. That gentleman.
Hi. I came a little late, so probably I missed out, but I don't want to miss again. How do we go about approaching production houses, crews?
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot hear you, hardly hear
I'll say it again. Can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, so I came a little late, so probably I missed out. You must have covered it. How do we go about collaborating with production houses, crews? For example, we are producing a film which will be translated in Spanish language too. So wanted to get the go-ahead. How do we start the process?
Well,
I'm from Bangalore, so South Indian
Yeah.
contract
So,
works.
we are there, the South Indian Film Chamber of Commerce and the Film Federation of India is there. You can approach us, we'll help you in getting this done.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
And one more thing, we have got a very big director here, sitting here, Mr. Lingusamy, who's here. Just come, Mr. Lingusamy, just for a second, please come here. Please come here. I just called you because he's a dynamic person from the South Indian film industry. So I just want you saw the locations, just tell me something which you would like to ask them on behalf of the South Indian film industry, anything you would like to put forward. Please, they are sitting here. Please ask them. If you got any thoughts, please. Okay? Please, my only request, humble request is, please let us go, utilize those locations. Signing a co-production will be good for both the countries, We will help each other. One in skill, shooting, using the best resources in Spain. As we all know, Game of Thrones was done there, beautiful locations. So I'm inviting all the producers who are here, and especially you, Mr. Lingusamy, because I know the next two projects, what you're doing, next few projects. So please do come, shoot, let us unite, let India and Spain unite, get into co-productions, and we will sign agreements, start shooting, make the best use out of this co-production. So I want a commitment from you.
Please, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Just say to
தமிழ் தெரிஞ்சவங்க எத்தனை பேர் இருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரில. எல்லாருக்கும் வணக்கம். Hi. Okay. I don't know fluently speak English. I don't know Hindi. I don't know Kannada, but I know film language. This talk, Sangar sir, one big stage, one time, அவங்க பேசினது தான் இது, அதை தான் காப்பி அடிச்சிங்க நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். என்னுடைய பெஸ்ட் ஃப்ரெண்டு ஸ்பெயினில் இருக்கார். அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல வீடு அங்கே இருக்குது. ஒவ்வொரு முறையும் சொல்லுவார் அங்கே வாங்க வாங்கன்னு சொல்லி. இந்த மணி ஹைட்ஸும் நம்ம கேம் ஆஃப் த்ரோனும் பார்க்காதவங்களை பார்க்காதவங்க ரெண்டு பிரிச்சிடலாம். அந்தளவுக்கு அது அவ்வளோ ஃபேமஸ்ஸு. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அதான் சார்கிட்ட சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தேன். இந்த மணி ஹைட்ஸில் அவங்க பேங்கில் கொள்ளடிச்சதை விட இது சம்பாரிச்சது கொடுத்தது அதிகம் நினைக்கிறேன். அந்தளவுக்கு பெருசாக சம்பாதிச்சு கொடுத்துருச்சு. இப்படி ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும்போது, இவ்வளோ அற்புதமான லொக்கேஷன் இருக்கப்போ கண்டிப்பாக நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணணும். இங்கே இவ்வளோ அற்புதமாக சார் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. கண்டிப்பாக நாங்கள்லாம் வரோம். சாங் நான் சுவிட்சர்லாந்தில் எல்லாத்தையுமே நம்ம சாங்கெல்லாம் ஷூட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். சாருக்கு தெரியும். பிரசாத் சாருக்கும் ரொம்ப நன்றி. கண்டிப்பாக இதை யூஸ் பண்ணி ரொம்ப அழகான சரியான விஷயங்கள் செய்யலாம் சார். தேங்க்யூ. தேங்க்யூ சார். தேங்க்யூ.
Thank you very much.
He was reaffirming that he was speaking about Money Heist and Game of Thrones. As he said, one of the most beautiful locations. So he said that because Shankar, because you're all friends here, he's saying that he's reaffirming that he will be shooting. He's got his friend from in Spain who's got a beautiful bungalow. So he said that he will be coming there to shoot in Spain. That's what he wanted to say.
So we've come to an end. The time is over.
Just one last question, if I may, please.
Okay.
So, just what's like we are a young production house. We just shot something in the UK, and the incentive turnaround times there is the release of the film. So I just had in two parts. One was how does the incentive system work in Spain in terms of the turnaround of the rebate? So if we are coming to shoot in Spain in June, and in the UK, it's on the release of the film, versus some of the countries in Europe have it on the completion of the film. So how does it work in Spain? Is it on the release of the said picture? Is there a theatrical law clause? Or now are you guys open to it being on OTT? Yeah.
Yeah, it's an easy question to answer. It shouldn't bother you. And why I am saying this? Because as far as you are not a production company with a domicile in the European Union, you are not the one that's going to make that work, but the local producer that services you. So it will be his problem or her problem. As regards the law, the movie has to be completed and a copy of the movie has to be deposited at the National Film Institute, okay? But as I said before, it's a tax rebate, so it's a tax that's going to be reimbursed to the Spanish company that's servicing you. So it's in your agreement with them that that issues have to be solved. If when you are going to get the money before, during, with a reduction of the fees or whatever. You are not going to, you will not be dealing with the Spanish tax authorities that are wonderful authorities, of course, we love them, but are tax authorities.
Okay, unfortunately, we've come to an end. You can obviously interact with the Spanish delegation also during a coffee. And let's not forget, we have a presence of a lot of Spanish films, which you should watch at IFFI. There's a retrospective of Carlos Saura, who's received the Lifetime Achievement Award this year, and which was handed over to his daughter Ana yesterday, as well as contemporary Spanish films. So we invite you to watch Spanish films, to fall in love with Spain, and of course to come to Spain, even if you're not shooting, just to visit Spain. There's a representative from the Tourist Spain office here as well, which you can approach. Thank you very much, Spain Film Commission, Carlos Rosado, Juan-Manuel Guimeráns, and Consul General Fernando Heredia, and of course our dear friend Ravi Kottarakara from Tamil Nadu, from Chennai, who represents the South Indian film commerce. So we will see you in our next event. Hope to see you very soon. Thank you. Vanakkam. Thank you.
Venga.
May I ask the Spanish team,
Delegation.
come?